So this is going to be the start of a series where I'll try to become the #1 best no-move player in ranked duels in Lithuania. I'm currently standing in 4th place with a rating of 1311. If I want to get to top 1, I'm going to need to overtake 1336, and we'll see how it'll go. I think it's about time where we can hop into our first duel. And there we go, we have our first competitor over here. Playing a varied world on a move. We'll see how we can go. This first one here almost reminds me of Croatia. I think these poles would fit, and this architecture does feel quite a bit Croatian. Actually, I think this is a French sign, is it not? No, this is not French bollards. So what is this road sign then? This is the kind of style of bollard that you do see in Croatia. So I believe this is Croatia. If it's not Croatia, I think it's most likely Bulgaria. That's the only other option I have. I think I'm gonna stick with my guts here and go Croatia. I'm not sure where, but I think Central Height is gonna be good. And okay, just a little bit more north there. Still is Croatia, and we deal 14 damage to him. Next round here is Russia. I'm not sure what antenna this is, but I think it generally reminds me of either this region over here or around Novosibirsk. Although vegetation wise, I think it might be a little bit more western here. So I'm changing my mind, and I think I'm gonna go over here. If it's not here, it is where I originally was. So we'll see. And oh, it's Kaliningrad. Next one here is Russia once again, I believe. This time though, it is not Kaliningrad. I'm not sure where this is actually. I think my first thought was down here. It is most likely somewhere else, but I don't know where else you would really go here. Learning Russian antennas is going to be something that I'll need to do, but I think this is the best option I have. So we'll just guess over here. Fingers crossed it is. If it's not over here, I don't know where else it could really be. And he's up there, and this time it is around where I thought it was last time. Next round here, Sri Lanka. We have the Sri Lankan car. Pretty standard Sri Lanka. He makes the same guess. It is a bit more south though. Alright, next one here is Kazakhstan, I believe, right? I kind of thought it would be around East Kazakhstan region, because it feels like Western Mongolia, but this is not Mongolia. Let's go here. And okay, it's just down there at Almaty. I considered it, but I didn't really think it would be here. Next one we have here should be Philippines, I believe, with this pole. No, it's actually Thailand. Maybe it is Thailand. Yeah, it is a Thai pole. We do have palms everywhere, so I think this should be the southern part. Over here, maybe. Yeah, I think the hills do make quite a bit of sense, so we're just gonna hedge it here. What? That's crazy. Right on the border with Myanmar there. Next one here is South Africa for sure. We do have the blue car with the antenna. Very African vibe in general. I'm not sure as of where it would be, although it does remind me of the east of the country. Around here. And it was actually all the way down there. That's surprising. Next one we have here is Norway. Very beautiful country. Obviously quite a bit more beautiful than Lithuania. We have big mountains. I think it does vibe a little bit more south. I think a hedge anywhere over here would be good. Let's head over here. And it is basically where I was before. I should have left my marker there, but it's alright. 3.5 multiplies now, so we have to be a little bit careful here. Next one here is Taiwan. It's flat to the north of us, and to the south we have mountains. It kind of reminded me of this region. I might be trolling, but I'm not sure where else this would really be. So I think I might hedge here and just hope for the best. And it is... wow, okay. We went the same place, but it actually ended up being over there. Next one we have is Australia. It reminds me of Tasmania. We have pine trees, so I doubt that it could be that north. Problem is that if I do go around Melbourne, and it is Tasmania, and he goes Tasmania, that's going to be a game. I'm tempted to go Tasmania just to be safe, but I don't think it's Tasmania. Although, you know what? The hills kind of do remind me of Tasmania. Well, if it's not Tasmania, at least I tried. And it wasn't Tasmania. I should have just kept it at Melbourne, but it happens. Now we just have to insta-guess and hope that we get him back. Is this an Irish pole top? I think it might be. Does kind of remind me of this region, so I'm just going to hedge here. I hope it's not UK, though. And yeah, pretty decent guess over there. We are a bit closer than him. Next one we have reminds me of Czechia a little bit. Am I trolling? I don't think so. It does look like Czechia. Yeah, I think I'll go Czechia. Like around the western part. Or eastern, sorry. Just kind of hedging for Slovakia a little bit. And it is Slovakia. Well, we actually deal 2.8k or 2.1k damage, so that's actually pretty good. Next one here. This is confusing. You know what this reminded me of? I feel like it has to be Norway, right? Should be one of these islands around Norway. I have no idea where else it could be. And it is nice. It is one of these islands. Is that enough? No way. Nice. We actually got the comeback there. Love to see it. 15 rating from that, and we're now second place. So I think if we win another one, we should be up into first place. And just to be clear, if this series is too short, I'll try to get to 1500 on no move. So that's another interesting series we can do. Anyways, next opponent here. We got Decibel, apparently. I don't really know how to pronounce his name, but... Alright, first round here we load into, reminds me of... I'm not sure. Mixed opinions here, for sure. This house feels very Croatian. I don't think it is Croatia with these mountains, though. These almost feel Italian, in a way. And I think it could be Italy. Yeah, I think Italy is my best guess here, but we're gonna go a bit north. Like around this part, I would say. And it is Italy, but it's all the way south over there. Next one here is Chile. Right? Yeah, it should be Chile. We have a big city. And we have the East Ocean, so I think we could be in Viana del Mar. I think we should be somewhere up here, I'd say. And yeah, it's just right over here. Alright. Next round we have here almost feels Danish in a way, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, this like steep roof with these windows does remind me of Denmark or like southern Sweden maybe. I think it does kind of vibe like that. Yeah, we both go Denmark, except it's over here. We actually get the right island there. Next one here is, I believe, Philippines. Or is it Bangladesh? No, it's Bangladesh, actually. But we have, like, a lot of water to the west of us. Do we see land to the other side of us? It seems as if we do, so maybe we could be here. I think this is quite a sensible guess. I mean, this river is huge, so I think we're just gonna go over here and hope for the best. And okay, it's just south over here. Next one here is Nigeria. I don't see no reason not to go Lagos. This just reminds me of Lagos. And I take my words back. That was not Lagos. Next one here is Thailand. Feels very southern to me. I think we're just gonna hedge here. And it's actually a bit more north over there. So that's another 1,500 points dealt to our name. Next one here, Canada or US. This tree feels very west coast to me. If it is west coast, I think we should be around Vancouver. We don't see any big mountains. So I think Victoria is actually quite a good guess. We're gonna guess there. And yeah, it is just CL. That's another big chunk. Next one here is Japan. That's not good. I'm very bad at Japan. I think it could be over here. Is that right? Yeah, I'd say so. Let's just hedge here and hope for the best. And okay, it's all the way up there. I think that might be game. No, it's not. We're still in. Next one we have here is Argentina, I believe. Maybe it's not Argentina. I think it could be Greece. I'm not sure where in Greece it would be. We do have like this mountain to the south of us, or not really to the south of us, but like around. I think this area would make quite a lot of sense. No, we're like on a little bit of a hill. Let's go over here. Now that I'm looking at this, I believe I do see sea to the south of us, but yeah, okay. So we saw a lake, but that's 4,407. He's on 89 health. Almost enough to get him, but he's just barely hanging on. And we're in Brazil, which is not a good country, although it does remind me of Maharano. These palms do look Maharan. I don't know. It reminds me of Maharano. Does remind me a little bit more northern. Like it feels like we're at sea red. So I think anywhere here could be a good guess. Any major mistake now and it'll cost us, so we just have to have our fingers crossed, and beautiful, that's enough to get him out. It was actually Manaus though, quite unexpected, but in the end we still ended up winning the game, and it might put us into first place now, we'll see. So an extra 16 rating there puts us into 1445, and on no move, we're number 1 now. That's great to see. Alright. Well, hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. So although this was meant to be a series, I actually ended up doing it in 2 duels. So if you want to see me hit 1500 on no move, just let me know. Anyways, bye-bye.